Greetings and welcome back to room 303 in our Talks with Walt, as we are calling our readings to the deathbed edition of Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass. We turn now to the little poem, Life, poem number 33 of the 58 of Stanza 70. Here we do have another theodicy, an explanation for why there must be pain and suffering in our lives. Think of it this way, right at, depending on how you count it, 249, 250 times the word life has been used right up now to the use of it here in this title. Our assumptions are that you've been following us at LearnStrong.net, down that left-hand side, Talks with Walt, our playlist, and that you've been with us from the very beginning through the inscription stuff, all the way up through and including O Mio Life, obviously a poem we're going to reference, and a set of introductory comments to Stanza 70, and then of course we just finished with Yonanandio. Now, our Nortons will tell us about this poem that it was first published in the New York Herald, April 15th, 1888. A sheet of rough draft lines for this poem was used by the poet in a letter of May 7, 1888 to Robert Pearsall Smith, containing the postscript, quote, "I see I have taken a sheet of paper with a rambling first draft of one of my Herald yaps, but not immature," end quote. Now, I love that this poem is going to be an attempt at a theodicy. That is to say, to explain why there must be pain and suffering. Now, you'll remember in the very first poem of Leaves of Grass, Oneself I Sing, of life immense in passion, pulse, and power. So he was using this word life right from the beginning. But of course, it's going to be O Mio Life that we'll always come back to here. Notice we'll have four evers. Ever the undiscouraged, resolute, struggling soul of man. Have former armies failed? Then we send fresh armies, and fresh again. Ever the grappled mystery of all earth's ages, old or new. Ever the eager eyes, hurrahs, the welcome clapping hands, the loud applause. Ever the soul dissatisfied, curious, unconvinced at last, struggling today the same, battling the same. Now the argument obviously is that life is always about the struggle. Notice the undiscouraged, resolute, struggling soul of man. Notice you have your threes there, your trinities. And then he'll ask, have former armies failed? Which makes us think of drum taps. Then we send fresh armies and fresh again. In other words, there's always the next generation that will have to go through the exact same struggles of life. Ever the, notice, grappled. I told you about his use of grabbing and holding and clasping and hugging, and now it's grappling. Grappled, mystery of all earth's ages, old or new. Again, the new is the new, as we say. The N-E-W is the K-N-E-W. Ever the eager eyes, and then he uses hurrahs, which takes us back to Song of Myself 8. The welcome clapping hands, the loud applause, in other words, so there is going to be some success. Ever the soul dissatisfied, the other side of the theodicy, right? Like, why must there be dissatisfaction? And then he uses the word curious, which of course is central to our study of Leaves of Grass. Unconvinced at last. In other words, we're never actually going to be fully satisfied. Struggling today the same, battling the same. Notice this language of armies and battling. And the point is obviously simply at 2a, life is always about both the mystery as well as the struggling and the battle. At 2b, I love the repetition of ever 4 times here. And at 3a, of course, O Mio Life comes to play. The powerful play goes on, and we may contribute a verse. But I love Longfellow's Psalm of Life here, 1838, right? That is to say, in this world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb-driven cattle, be a hero in the strife. Finally, at 3b, how can we own a set of lines like this? What has been your greatest mystery about life, your greatest struggle about life? And do you find that reading Whitman's Leaves of Grass is at all challenging you to live a better life? I hope so. Thank you.